Hey, Cardinals fans, welcome to the Redbird Rundown. I'm Andy, joined with Matt and Jonathan. And in this episode, we're going to change it up just a little bit. We're going to go and offer you our thoughts on every AL team's predicted win totals for this season that came out recently. We're also going to discuss our predictions for the division winners of those AL West, Central, and East, and who's going to represent the AL and the World Series. But first, I have to admit, I got a new iPhone recently, and I had that trial where it's like here 3 months of Apple TV, and I didn't know if anybody
you got to do it.
Well, I just didn't know, is there, what show do I get? Sometimes it's like Apple TV, I feel like it's like one of those things where like no one really knows what's on it, kind of.
For sure.
Do you guys
I just
have
feel
anything?
like Apple makes so much money that they can just do like 2 or 3 TV shows, but their shows are good. Severance is like top-notch stuff.
Okay, I heard about this one.
Yes. Heard that in the zeitgeist. Yeah, so I'll give you the 30-second pitch. Basically, there's this evil corporation, but nobody really knows it's evil at the beginning. They put a chip into your brain that splits your consciousness. So you have an Audi, which is doing all the stuff outside of work. Yes.
Okay.
Or vehicle.
And then you have an innie, which goes into work. But you at home, you're no longer conscious once you go into work. So you're the split of your consciousness. Your outside person never has to go into the office. You never have to work. You just wake up 8 hours later when you're coming back up the elevator to get out. And there's just like all kinds of weird stuff about, are you the same person? Are you different people? What if you have like a love interest outside the office? What if it's inside the office? And then there's people trying to put their consciousnesses back together. It's like really top-notch
sci-fi
stuff.
So sci-fi.
It is sci-fi, but it's like, it's funny, it's campy, it's weird. It's
what is campy? What does that mean?
It's kind of like the characters are kind of like over the top in some ways.
Okay.
But not such that you're like, ooh, I don't want this.
That's like a trope.
It's executive produced, yes, trope. Executive produced by Ben Stiller.
Oh,
okay.
So it has some comedy elements to it, but it's weird. The actors in it are just incredible. Michelle and I are watching it, and like on Friday nights when it comes out, it's like an event. Like we both throw our phones across the room. Nobody looks at anything. We're just locked on this show.
Who's the main? It's
Adam Scott.
Yeah.
John Turturro's in it. Yeah, it's great. There's some Christopher Walken action. Like there's
wonderful
all over the place. Yeah.
Did you see Christopher Walken say that they send him DVDs of the season?
Yeah, he doesn't have
because he doesn't
Plus.
have anything.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have like a
does
TV
because of his iPhone, but Christopher Walken's just in there with his VCR.
Speaking of him, real quick, a little sidebar about him. I saw Will Ferrell come on for the SNL 50th.
Yeah.
And did you see the one where he said that when Christopher Walken and he met again, Christopher Walken was like, "You have ruined my life," from the cowbell sketch that they did together. That's all the people. Yeah.
Yeah,
cowbell. Oh, yeah. He's got such a weird cadence and delivery.
I know that is. It is nice to think that someone's still getting like OG Netflix DVDs sent to their house, though.
Didn't they stop that? I'm pretty sure they stopped that.
Yeah, it's gone.
They
but
did. Except for
Christopher
him.
Walken, so he gets
just for him. That's right.
Also, if you have Apple TV Plus,
okay,
they stream some, like every Friday night they have a baseball game.
Yes. Yep.
Sometimes the Cardinals land on this. If you ever have it like for free or you pay for it, their quality, camera quality, it is like you are in the future. It is truly phenomenal.
It's Apple. I mean, it really is.
You watch that broadcast. It's so crisp, 4K, everything's super clear. They have like a really nice, sleek like ticker in the bottom, so you see like everything, right? Yeah. Then you go back to like a Bally or FanDuel, whatever like the RSNs are here now, and you're like, well, somebody's got like an iPhone 14 on a tripod and back, Yeah. It's so crazy how different it really is.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, I'll have to give it a whirl. Severance.
It really is good. Yeah, and you can usually find one of those 3-month Apple free things. Sometimes they give them out for that Friday night baseball. And then there's other shows too. There's like Ted Lasso. We've kind of tripped into 2 or 3 that aren't as good as Severance, but are like worth watching while you have the free stuff. It's good.
They have a Yankees documentary, kind of like The Last Dance.
Okay.
On there too. That walks through their craziness that they did in the late 90s. Yeah.
Gonna walk through how they landed on the facial hair change yesterday.
Well kempt beards.
Yeah,
I know. I like to think there's somebody like with a ruler. Let's just like, yeah, buddy, you're gonna need to tighten that up a little bit more.
I'm ashamed to admit, as a kid, I had a Yankees hat because I loved Derek Jeter. So
I mean,
no shame
Jeter
at
was
all.
great. Yeah.
Jeter's the
but
man.
I would just never have another baseball hat besides the Cardinals hat now. Like, it's out.
Well,
Good
speaking
shit.
of the Cardinals, we are recording this, and the Cardinals are playing their very first spring training game, and it is up 6-0 right now against the Marlins. So
Yep.
there we go, boys.
A harbinger of things to come. Probably not.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully, maybe because
well, he was out quick on that too, wasn't he?
Oh, man.
Well, I'm just happy about some things that has coming, some news. Perhaps let's catch you guys up on some spring training updates. All right, so we gave you the live update. That's a day or two old now, if you're listening, of how the Cardinals do in their first game. But Masyn Winn came out and said he kind of wants to be the face of the Cardinals organization, and he set a personal goal of stealing 30 bases this season, which I think is very reasonable and should be with the changes they made to that. So
give me all that.
Yeah, someone needs to step up and be the face of the Cardinals. It's definitely eligible. Like, especially if we get over the Arenado stuff. If that ever happens, there's gonna be no name recognition, so there's a void to fill there.
Yeah.
We also have Brant Brown doing some work with Jordan Walker. Noteworthy thing. They call him Brownie, and I enjoy this a lot.
Well, I like that.
I really.
You guys enjoy
brownies.
Baseball nickname? I gotta say, I kind of hate the baseball nicknames.
No.
I love it because it's like you those stick with you your whole life. Like I knew
it's so cringe.
Kid.
It's like good.
Yeah, they call him 2-6 for no reason. That was like his number, in like youth sports, and they still call him that. It's like I think that's hilarious.
I'm here for that. I ship that.
I go to I try to go to like 3 or 4 high school baseball games a year where I teach, and I almost forget like the here we go, babe. Okay.
Oh, man.
Good night. Yep. That's why 4-5. Okay, 4-5. It's just constant and incessant. It makes me want to walk away every time, honestly.
I'll tell you this, boys. Softball has it so much the chance coming from softball. It's like European soccer.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was like, where is this in baseball? Because ours are like, swing.
Oh, yeah.
I
mean, there's some good ones there. They're like, in the air, in the dirt. Jessica is a piece of crap. Like the picture when she throws a pass ball or something.
Yeah.
Like,
the difference, though,
so
between the European stuff and like, so like, I feel like the ones in American, like softball, like they're kind of catchy or like they're like cute, sort of. In Europe, they're like, this guy's got a DUI. He hits his wife. Like horrible stuff.
There's like 800 years of bad history between the two
That's what I need.
Yeah.
That's it. We talked about that in MLB before. That's what I need at MLB games, where we're just out there chanting stuff like that and just make it way more exciting.
Yeah.
Well, either way, Brownie here has been working with Jordan Walker, and kind of gone back to what made him a good prospect, right? Just change a few movements in his stance, and sometimes it's just a mind game, like you guys, you just get out there. And it's kind of like some of the quarterbacks that have redemption arcs, like who was the guy for the Vikings this past year? Sorry, I just went blank. Sam Darnold?
Yeah, yes? Darnold. Yeah.
As well as the Bucks quarterback Baker Mayfield. Like sometimes they get like this, like it's washed out, they're not any good, and then boom, you get the right coach, you get the right person all around you. Boom, all of a sudden you got a player on your hands again. You're like, oh, where'd this guy come from? I thought he was washed up. Let's hope that's what's happened with Brownie here.
Nothing bad happens with Brownies. I don't know what to tell you.
To your point, Winn and Walker is it, right? Like Winn is the franchise face. He's got the swag. He's got the aura.
Yeah.
I'm like mildly concerned that his offense is never going to be better than average, but I'm rooting for him. I think there's growth there. And then, Brownie, as long as he can just whatever he has to say to get Jordan Walker to stop hitting ground balls. I mean, anything, just say anything, Brownie. Like if that's it, you can be the assistant general manager, like.
Yep.
I do have to bring this up, but Jordan Walker did strike out. His first
but you know what? We've already established we don't care what happens in spring.
Yeah, we did.
At least he didn't hit a ground ball. Thank God.
I will say though that Juan Soto's first at bat, he crushed a 435-foot home run. Just saying for the Mets. So there is that.
That does have to feel great though, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? You just go out there and do that deal, and you just
exactly what's expected.
Turns out there's a difference between a future first ballot Hall of Famer and a prospect like still trying to find his footing.
It is.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yes. But the last thing for the offense that we want to make mention here is that Willie's gone from
now this is interesting.
Big back, bro. He went from 235, 247 All right, and he's trying to beef up for hitting more home runs, and he's excited because he doesn't have the game plan with the rotation anymore. Right, he can focus on hitting.
Yeah, I kind of think that's huge, sort of like that last part.
Was that huge on purpose there?
Yeah, it's massive. It's like I feel like it's like a 13-pound difference is what it feels like.
It's
but having to deal with those
12
pitchers,
pounds. But thanks for playing.
It's okay. No,
listen, I shot in the dark. No, yeah, I think it's really important. I do. I mean, he clearly was trying to like prove something defensively, right? He was so important to him.
Yeah.
Now you just got to throw that out the window. You get to eat a few more Big Macs and Philly cheesesteaks, and you're just out there just swinging.
I mean, what if he's like a top 5 offensive producer in the National League? Having to drag around that burden of catching on defense, that's serious for players. And so, what if he's really freed up to be incredible?
Yeah, I agree.
When to find out.
Yeah. I don't. I've been thinking about it a little bit, and not to get way into this, but I don't really know how we're going to be that much. We're not going to be worse than last year. Why would we? It's largely the same team that won 83 games. You've lost Goldschmidt.
Yeah.
For Willie's spot,
but I just think Willie can at least.
I think he'll be
replicate
better.
That production probably better. And then if they give Herrera enough at bats behind the plate, like that could be solid production. Yeah, no, I think you're right.
I think our biggest departure was Kittredge. I'm not even kidding.
Yes, yeah.
Because like Gibson and Lynn, like okay, but they were like average. I think we could get. I don't mean to.
Yeah,
I
think we can get average out of McGreevy.
I was just wondering that the other day. I was like, are we going to be that much worse? Like I don't know. Yeah. So anyway.
Well, next week when we hit our NL over unders, you just give us
I was going to say, I think I'm going to go under.
A little preview.
Yeah, Andy, is that it? Is that it from the?
That's it. Front? That's all the news we have this week.
I'm most excited about Willie's weight gain. Andy, what are you most excited about those 3 things? Brownie, the name Brownie.
We got to get Brant Brown on this podcast. That's period.
Yeah, I hear you, Matt. Anything?
I think Masyn Winn's aura may just be enough to win the NL Central by itself.
Okay, I'm for that. All right. Well, Matt kind of alluded to it. We are going to do some over-unders, and you're probably thinking, what the heck's an over-under, right? We're talking about their wins, all the teams' wins. We're going to start with the AL, and at the beginning of the year, or really a couple of months ago, it's what sports books use to set like betting lines for these teams. So they'll go out and say, we think that this team is going to win this amount of games. Would you put money over that, or would you say, nah, they're not going to win that much? We'll put money under that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through each of the AL divisions, as Andy said at the top. We're going to start with the AL East and work our way all the way down. And we're going to go through, and at the end of each division, we're going to claim and stake our claim out there who's going to win these divisions too. So we're going to start, like I said, with the AL East. I'm going to go with the first team that I have listed here, the Baltimore Orioles. They are listed at 88.5 wins. And so what I figured we'd do is I'll just go around the horn here, and then we'll all give our thoughts and move on to the next team. So, Matt, I'll start with you. Baltimore Orioles, 88.5, over or under?
The O's. I'll take the over on the O's.
Okay.
Corbin Burns has departed, but they've got some young pitching that's developing. Some guys come back from injury. They added old friend Tyler O'Neill.
Yep.
Much less importantly, they also added old friend Dylan Carlson, who hit a sac fly in spring training today, which probably won't amount to much. But I'm not going like way over on them, but I will take their internal development and Gunnar Henderson being crazy and all of their prospects.
Yeah.
So I'll take like 90-91 wins for the O's.
Okay. Andy, how about our Bird brothers?
I have just slightly under.
Oh, all right.
I have them at 85 wins. I have them. They have probably of all the teams that we're going to talk about today, this has the team most likely for me to be wrong on, only because there's high potential from that rotation.
Yeah.
That, like Matt said about Corbin Burns going to Arizona. So it leaves a little uncertainty from that rotation, but if they can piece it together, then they certainly have the ability to do what Matt said. But I am going to go with 85 wins.
Okay. I went with over only because of the offense. This one scared me a little bit because of the pitching. Pitching is really what wins everything.
Yep.
But if you're somebody who doesn't know anything about the Orioles, just look at their prospect, just treasure trove. It's ridiculous. They don't have places to put these guys. So if one of them doesn't work, they're going to need to bring somebody else up. I think they're slightly over. Slightly. That's how I felt about a lot of these. I'm sure you guys probably did too. Like 88.5. I'd be guessing like 90. That's not like crazy over.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Okay, so over, under. Sounds good. All right, Boston. I don't want to talk about Boston because I don't like them. I don't know what to tell you.
I also hate the Sox.
Just don't like them.
Yeah.
But they are predicted to have 86.5 wins. Matt, where are you at with the Sox?
Give me the over and give me the lock. They brought in Bregman. They traded for Crochet. They brought in Walker Buehler.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that this division, and I would peg them right around the 90-91 mark, just like the O's. I think this division is going to have 3 good teams and 2 mediocre teams, and so I think there's going to be 3 teams duking it out at the top. So if I had like 3 locks for the AL, this would be one of them to lock it over for me.
Okay. Yep. Andy, what do you think?
I agree. I have a few differences of opinions about. I have them as 2 competent AL East teams, and I have a surprise. I have 3 mediocre teams in the AL East. I have the Red Sox over, also at 90 wins. I have them winning the AL East. Spoilers.
Okay.
Bregman plus their prospects. They're gonna be better than the Yankees this year. That's for sure.
Yeah, I hate to say what I'm going to say, but I think baseball is better when the Red Sox are better, because I think the Yankees Red Sox stuff is like legitimate. Like, I think that's good for baseball. I can't stand them because this team and the Dodgers are the ones closest to dethroning us for second on the World Series title list. But I think what you guys mentioned about Bregman, Crochet, I think Walker Buehler might be the most important thing they added, which seems silly. But Buehler was so solid for the Dodgers all year. He came back from an injury. He was great for them in the playoffs. And kind of just like a very under the radar signing. I thought he for sure was going to go.
Yeah, would have been like
Dodgers.
8th in the Dodgers pitching rotation this year. Yeah,
which is absolutely crazy.
It's
but
disgusting. Yeah,
I do want to say I'm tired of saying positive things. Let me say this: they're going to go over. I 100% agree. 86.5 is really low for this team.
It is low
with everything they've added. But I do have to echo something that Matt, you said last week that I absolutely loved. You're going to spend $40 million a year on Bregman for 3 years, and you can't find that for Mookie. I just shoot the ownership into the sun. That's it.
I would still be mad at that if I was a Sox fan. I mean, honestly, that's so something crazy. You just never get over.
No, and I'm not saying Alex Bregman isn't good. That's not what I'm
sure. No.
But come on. Like, we're talking Mookie Betts. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all pretty confidently over on the Red Sox. Matt's locking them. All right, how about the not cleanly shaven, New York Yankees. Well-kept beards.
That's right.
Andy, why don't you go first this time?
Oh, Andy, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
I got him under. I got him under by quite a bit.
Oh,
I got him at 81 wins. They're going to break 500.
81.
They're going to be 81 and 81 at the end of the season.
Tell me why.
They're going to be a complete collapse of. They think Goldie's going to do something he's not. They think Cody Bellinger's going to do something he's not. And you're going to add in Aaron Judge's streaky hitting, which he is a good hitter. Don't get me wrong. He goes on these crazy tears, but you don't have Juan Soto's bat there to even out his cold streaks. And I think that there's going to be a complete collapse, and they're going to be looking around. I think that I just lost his name. Yankees manager is Aaron Boone. Aaron Boone's going to get fired, and I think they're going to go 81 and 81. I think it's going to be a collapse.
Well, somebody's got to go under. So you're under on them. Yep.
All
right, Matt.
I am also going to take an under, but a slight under. And again, right at the 90-91 win. They did bring in Max Fried. I think that helps. I kind of disagree with Andy. I think Cody Bellinger is going to kind of eat with that short porch in right field at Yankee Stadium. They did also trade for Devin Williams from the Brewers. Now, losing a first ballot Hall of Famer in Soto obviously does not help at all. They also lost Gleyber Torres. So I do think Andy's got a point. I mean, Aaron Judge is like unconscionable, but he is streaky. I think he's also an injury risk. He's getting into like towards his mid-30s. So
playing center, no less.
Yeah,
right?
and I think the Sox are going to be really good, and I think the O's will continue to be really good. And there is some weakness other places in the AL, but I just think it's hard when you have 2 other good teams in your division. So I'm going to take them right around that 90-91 mark again, and I'll go under.
That is exactly what I think, what you guys said. I won't go as low as what Andy said, but I tend to agree that I don't think they're going to be as good as they were last year. And 93.5, it's kind of a lot. Like, that's a lot of wins.
It is.
And I know you're bringing in Max Fried, and I know he's solid, and obviously Cole, and I keep referring to pitching because I think it's that much more important. But I don't know. You could see where if things didn't go well, it gets really bad there. I still think they're going to win close to 90, probably in the upper 80s. I just think it's going to be tough with the Orioles and the Red Sox and the Yankees. I think they're going to really beat up on the Jays and the Rays. I think that's going to happen, but they're going to duke it out with each other pretty hard. So I'm going to go under, but slightly for the Yankees. All right, the next team, another bird friend, the Blue Jays. Okay, Andy, we'll go with you on this one. What do we think? They're at 78.5 as their line. Do you think over or under for Toronto?
Over. I think they're going to be 1 win ahead of the Yankees. I think they're going to have 82 wins. I think that Vladdy Jr. is going to go off this season. I think he's going to hit 325, 600 slugging, 1,000 OPS. That's what I think.
Wow.
He was close to that. He's been close to that several times in his career. I think he's going to go off this year.
So over. Okay. Matt?
I'm glad you said that the Jays are our birds friends because this is so classic. Like they tried to get Roki Sasaki, came in second place, and got old Max Scherzer.
Yeah.
They tried to. Who was the other premium guy they tried to get, and they ended up with Anthony Santander. Oh, they tried to get Soto.
Yeah.
And they ended up with Anthony Santander, which is more than the Cardinals usually end up with when we play the free agent game. I'm a little concerned that there's no extension for Vladdy or Bo Bichette. I think that could lead to some, while it could lead to some like contract year bet on yourself kind of stuff, I think it could lead to some bad feelings in the clubhouse.
Yeah, sure.
So they're over under 78.5. I am going to take them at just over like that 79, 80, like right around just short of that 500, barely over.
Yeah, I'm taking them slightly under at 75 wins. I just feel so sorry for the Toronto fans.
Mm-hmm.
And another guy that they were linked to was Pete Alonso. Not that I don't know if I would have shelled out maybe what the Mets did for him. But still, though, they've been linked to every big free agent, and they just have not landed any of them.
Yeah.
And their team has largely not changed, right? I think they have a really like loyal fan. I think a lot of people up there really want them to win. They've tried so hard to sign these people, but I don't know how you're competing with the top three in that division, and you haven't really done anything that's moving that much of needle. I mean, Jeff Hoffman, who they signed, who was good for the Phillies, a reliever, nobody else wanted to sign him because they were scared of his medical stuff. And I don't know. That feels like a Brett Cecil move to me, Matt. You remember old Brett Cecil?
Oh, man, Brett Cecil. Yeah.
Reliever. It was terrible.
Yes.
Anyway, I just kind of feel I feel bad for the Blue Jays. I think they're going under. And I wish they'd get out of this rut because I think they're such a cool team. Like just in general, I think it's a neat team. So, okay, we're all Matt's over. Andy and I are under on them. All right.
I'm over.
Oh, you're over?
Over 82.
Yeah, just kidding. I'm under. Yeah. Last team, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Just kidding. The Tampa Bay Rays. Okay. They're over under.
Get that Satan out of your mouth.
That's right. 81 and a half. 81 and a half wins. Matt, we'll start with you this time.
Okay. Like their stadium, they have exited major league contention. They are in another rebuilding phase. And most of this, to me, happened last year they're under construction again, right? It happened last year at the trade deadline. They started jettisoning their pieces. They're slashing payroll. They did add some guys, and it always is the Rays. So they always seem to have this ability to find guys that nobody else finds. So I don't think it's going to be like a White Sox situation and the bottom is going to completely collapse and fall out of it. But at 81 and a half, I just think we're in another Rays are going to go find some prospect. By the way, this like Wander Franco situation, I know this is a couple years old at this point, but that's a franchise killer, right? Like that's exactly what the Rays need, like a premium superstar talent on a low contract. And that's how they do these windows of competition. So I'm going to take them under 81 and a half for sure.
Under 81 and a half. Andy?
I'm also going to take them under. I'm going to take them at 78 wins. They had the potential for a good, strong rotation. Their pitching is there, but their offense was the worst, almost the worst. The only one worse than them were the 121 loss Chicago White Sox.
Yeah, so they were the worst.
Yeah, right.
The White Sox is still
the AAA team. Yeah, and so they're in a rebuild. They signed like a 39. Yeah, they're just old talent. They're to like try to plug the holes there in their offense, and it's just not going to work. And like Matt said, they're going through another rebuild. So I got them under at 78 wins.
Yep, I'm with you guys. Under. I don't know how they're not going to be able to continue to do this. I know like Shane McClanahan, they have a couple like pretty good, like good talent, but I don't know how they can continue to be like a premier team in the league spending $90 million and not having what you said, Matt, like these random guys pop up and really do something for them. So I'm definitely taking the under.
So who do you guys have winning here? I had the Red Sox winning this.
Matt, who do you have winning the AL East?
This is probably not the smartest pick, but I'm going to go with the O's. They are the team in the AL that I am the most interested in. Like I would watch, if I wasn't watching a Cardinals game, I'd probably watch an Orioles game. I like the young talent. So I do think they're going to be right there with the Red Sox and the Yankees. So I'll just go with my heart here. I want the O's to win. So
okay,
that's where I'm at.
I also picked the Orioles, although I think the Red Sox will likely do it. I just can't be on the record saying that I want the Red Sox to win. But I'm going to pick the Orioles. I hope that they have it in them. I think it's exciting when younger teams like succeed and overperform. So I'm going with the Orioles. Okay, the AL Cornfield Central. Okay,
boys, this one is
AL Central. This is a rough.
This is a puke fest.
It is.
It's like the NL Central, honestly. It's so bad.
It is. And okay, we're gonna start with the White Sox. The Chicago White Sox are projected to win 52 and a half games.
You start, Jonathan.
Just think about that for a second.
Yeah,
first.
right.
52 and a half.
They're projected to have. Yep.
They're projecting 110 losses.
Yep. It's so sad because the White Sox are another like really cool team. They could be, like I like their uniforms. Like I like the black. Like I just
their stadium is an L to me though.
No doubt about that.
Yeah,
and it's just I wish the city of Chicago, they deserve a little bit better.
Yes, right. Yeah,
White Sox,
absolutely.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say under because I want to. Like, can they be worse than last year? Let's just say yes, they can be worse than last year. I don't know what these guys are playing for, to be honest with you. I really don't. I feel really bad for them. I'm gonna just go with the under just for the fact that why not? Matt?
Yeah. Again, if I had 3 locks, I would lock this one so hard under 52 and a half. Luis Robert Jr. struggled last year. He's like the only name brand guy they still have. If he does well, they'll probably trade him. They got rid of Crochet. There's no more Moncada. It is literally like a nuclear waste field, desert wasteland of under. Mm-hmm. And so that's where I'm at.
Locking under. Andy?
I'm also not going to do anything revolutionary. I'm going to go under here. Their bullpen is incredibly bad. They have a negative 1.6 zip, okay, as the whole pen. And then their starting rotation is mediocre at best, with every starter sitting around 0 in the zips projections. So, yeah, it's not going to be a great year for them again. It's not going to be fun. Those fans need a sim the season, like MLB the Show.
Oh, man.
They get a draft pick or something. Like, they need something so bad.
They need to accidentally sim to like 2028. I think because it's so sad for them. Okay, all under locks on the White Sox. I thought this one was one of the most interesting of this entire AL is the Cleveland Guardians. I'll start us off with this one. I went over. It's 83 and a half wins is what they're projected. They were in the ALCS last year. I think they largely overperformed. Rookie manager. They don't have a super high payroll, right? Nobody expected the Guardians to do what they did. They were carried by really strong pitching. They had some crazy offensive performances from J-Ram, right? Jose Ramirez, and I think Josh Naylor was really good. Well, Josh Naylor's gone. Yep. Right? They've kind of been doing these fringe moves where they're trying to shed payroll, which always scares me. Yep. Right? I think they're gonna go. I think they're gonna go over. That's what I have because 83 and a half feels really low when they won in the 90s last year, but I don't know that it's gonna be much. I think it's gonna be like 85. Like I don't think they're gonna be bad, but they're not going to match what they did last year. So I went over, but I really struggled with that one. Andy?
I went slightly under, like not by a lot. I have them at 82 wins. Just like you said, we're right in the same range, 82 to 85 wins. I think that's where you can put them. J-Ram's going to have enough pop in that offense to bring them up to about 500 ball, but they lost too much of the other offense, like you were alluding to, Jonathan, for me to say anything more than they're a 500 team. That's about where I have them.
Yeah. Matt, you?
I'll go over. They are close to, if not as smart as the Rays, with a bona fide superstar on their team. I think they can find the undervalued guys. The pitching always plays in Cleveland. They're a very impressive franchise, honestly, and I was thrilled when we hired a couple of their guys for our player development system. So I will go over on the Guardians.
Yep. Okay. I just think that whole place that's fascinating, the Cleveland, just in general. I don't know how to view them exactly. I know they're super smart, but all right, Kansas City. Is the next team, the Royals. This is another one I sort of struggled with. 82 and a half is what they're projected. I went over just because of Bobby Witt. Guy's incredible.
It is, yeah.
Guy's got the most American name and haircut you will ever see in your life.
He sure does.
Yeah.
So if he's not pulling up on like a 10-speed Craftsman, I don't know what to tell you.
We went to a game in Kansas City last year and he hit the ball in the gap and the girls were like on their phones and saying, not really paying attention. And I just slapped both of them. I was like, watch this dude run. And just like stand up triple, he was flying, and they just looked at me and they were like, "Oh!" And I was like,
"But don't you just have to when he does that in the stadiums? You just got to be like, run, Bobby, run!"
Yeah, exactly.
So I went over. I think they're going to win like 84, 85, maybe even 86. I like them better than anybody else in this division, just because I want them to be good for Bobby Witt's sake. Like I want them. They haven't done anything in the offseason that's killed me, but they signed a few guys last year and gained 30 wins. That's unprecedented, right?
Yeah.
I'm hoping another good year from Bobby. I hope that they're better. I'm going to go over. Matt, let's go with you this next time.
Give me just under. I think the Red Sox are going to steal some of the wins. I think the O's are going to steal some of their wins. They didn't do anything hardly at all this offseason, so I'll take them at just under.
Okay. Andy?
Okay. Embrace the darkness, boys.
Oh, here we go.
All right. So I think the AL Central is primed to shed what Matt said of the AL Central being mid. Okay. So I think Bobby Witt Jr. is going to win the AL MVP. I think he's going to hit 340.
That's legit. Yeah.
I think he's going to hit 340. I think he's hit 40 home runs this year and 125 RBIs. Okay. I think he carries him to over with 91 wins and winning the AL Central.
I love it. I'm here for Bobby. All right. Minnesota Twin Cities. Twins. 83.5 wins. I am taking them very hard under. I have no idea what the Twins are doing. They're shedding payroll. They're not signing people. They have huge gaps in their team. I don't know why they have Carlos Correa. I have no idea what they're doing.
I'm also going to go under. I will be there on spring break. I will report back. I will see Harrison Bader patrolling center field, and I'm going hard under on the Twins.
Yep.
Going over with 88 wins. I have them winning an AL wild card spot. Their bullpen is natty, and that's all there is to it. That bullpen is nasty, and that's why they're going to carry that rotation is going to carry him.
All right. I got nothing against Minnesota. I think it's probably going to be a cool place.
Yeah.
All right. Detroit Tigers, 83.5 wins. I'm going to take a slight over on the Tigres. I thought they were really great last year. They've added a few people they've wanted to spend. That's always a good sign, when teams feel like they have something. So I'm going slightly over, but I think that they will be over. Andy?
Also, this is the other AL wild card spot is going to go to the Detroit Tigers, and the return of Jack Flaherty with Riley Green is going to lead them to that wild card spot over 86 wins.
Jay Flair. Yep. Okay. Matt?
This division is so boring. Give me barely over on the Tigers.
Yep. Andy, did you already say who you wanted to pick for the division? Who was it?
Yeah. We got the Kansas City Royals.
Okay. I got the Royals too. Me and we're riding Bobby. Matt?
I'm just going to click the button for the Guardians and not feel real strong about it one way or the other, but just trust their process in the franchise.
It is such a... People probably say that about the NL Central too, how boring it is. All right, we'll move to the AL West, which is a little more lively, kind of. I have them as the Las Vegas A's, but we'll call them the Sacramento
A's. That's right.
That's right. They are projected at 71.5. I'm going to say under, just because I think that that's a lot of wins for them. And shelling out the money to Luis Severino, who's really not like that great. He's like solid, but they're just a weird team. I really hope that they do well, but I just don't see it. 71.5. I'm going under. Andy?
I'm going to go actually over on them at 75 wins. Not by much. Here's why. They finished the season going 39-37. I think that they continue that where they're prospects and they're young kids. It's a young team. I think they're going to play they're not going to play 500 ball, but they're going to play just sub 500.
Okay. I'm okay with that. Matt?
I'm also going to go slight under. The biggest thing they did in the offseason was spend just enough money so that the owner doesn't get some kind of action on them by the MLB Players Association. That is not where you want to be. You're in a weird franchise. You're in a weird city. You're in a weird stadium. You're in a minor league stadium. See you later, under 71.5.
Yep. The Oakland, Sacramento, Las Vegas A's under. Got it. Okay. The next team, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. 72.5 wins is their projected. I'll start with this one. I'm going to say under, only because, they are rudderless. I have no clue what they're doing. Their third baseman, the name is escaping me, who's always hurt. What's his name?
Anthony Rendon.
He's already hurt again. Didn't do anything. It's just the saddest thing.
He cares as much about baseball as my oldest daughter does. Just to say not at all.
That's not great.
Yeah.
I'm going to go under. 72.5. I'm going under. So, Matt, where are you at?
I'll take barely an over on them. They added Kikuchi, Soler, Moncada, Anderson. They are depressing as crap. This is one of the most depressing franchises in the MLB.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm going to predict better health for Mike Trout, and so I'm just going to go barely over the 72.5.
Also barely over, and I want to highlight one extra thing is Mike Trout is moving from center field to right field. I think that's a good move by the Angels. I think we're going to see some extra pop out of him this year.
It's just got to be so depressing if you're the Angels and you're seeing Shohei just light the world on fire 20 minutes away from you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so sad.
Man, it's terrible.
Golly. Okay. Astros, 86.5 wins. Bang them trash cans. I'm going to go under on the Astros. I was not very high on any of these teams. I don't know why, because they're trying. They've made additions. to shore up their team, but I just don't trust this division really at all.
Nope.
Yep.
So I'm going under on the Astros barely, maybe like 84 to 85. I don't know that I think they're that great.
Yep.
Now, Nolan, if you're listening though, Arenado, and you want to go to the Astros, I think
go. I think this is great.
I think they're great.
Team.
I think they're going to have a really long runway.
100-win team this year for sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
right,
I think they're doing a faster version of what the Cardinals did. They're sliding out of contention. They're just doing it quicker than we did. Their stars are aging. I think it's, besides Jordan Alvarez, I just think it's over, and I'm going under.
Yep. Andy?
Also under. I think that the projections are overvaluing their rotation. I think the rotation is going to underperform. I think that's right there. I see the biggest drop off is their starting rotation.
I'm with you. All right. Next, the Seattle Mariners, 84.5 wins. I went over. I'm not confident with this at all. They can't hit to save their lives. Couldn't do it last year. Didn't do anything to shore it up this year. Their pitching's insane. That's the only thing that I feel good about. And I just like the Mariners because Seattle's unbelievable. So I'm going with the Mariners for those two reasons alone. Matt?
Seattle's incredible. The Mariners Park's my second favorite park, and my God, they can't hit, and so I'm going barely under. Just the pitching is crazy, but they have no offense. This has to be one of the worst watches for fan bases because you get George Kirby goes 7 innings, 2 runs, and you lose, and it's just terrible.
Andy,
I'm gonna go opposite of you guys. I'm going over.
Okay. I went over.
I want you guys to be right.
I think that the rotation is going to. I think it's going to be pretty gnarly what they're going to do. And I'll say
it's disgusting.
I'm going to go over by a lot, by the way, boys. I think that they're going to be a 97-win team.
Oh, my. Does Randy Johnson still pitch for them? Is that why?
No, I think that they're going to stay healthy.
That's the issue. Does Ken Griffey Jr. still play center field? That's the issue.
No kidding. I hope that happens, Andy. I really like Seattle.
Yeah, I
really hope it does. Okay, last team in the West here. The Texas Rangers, 85.5. I think they won the World Series because of Bruce Bochy's devil magic random bringing some team back from the grave. Like
the biggest head I've ever seen in my life.
Noggin that fits Texas. That makes sense, right? I think they're going under. I don't see it with their team. They're just such a random team. It's like I think it's slightly under, maybe 82, 83 wins, but I don't see it with them. Matt?
I've got them. Oh, go ahead,
Andy.
Matt.
No, go ahead, Andy.
I've got them slightly under at 85 wins. I think their ability to break 500 ball is going to be based on Jacob deGrom's health after a second Tommy John surgery. They have a solid offense, but a shaky rotation behind deGrom, and their bullpen's not the greatest either.
Yep. Okay. Matt, Texas. What do you got?
This is my division winner. I am going over. I'm banking on their health. deGrom. Corey Seager will be more healthy. They've got some young guys, Wyatt Langford. They re-signed Nathan Eovaldi. I think there's enough there, and the rest of this division is going to take a step back, and I think the Rangers are going to take advantage.
Okay. All right. I'm cool with that. Andy, who'd you pick for the division?
Mariners.
Yes. That's where I'm at. I picked the Mariners for the division. Now,
that's what I want, but I'm going Rangers.
Okay. So we all picked our divisions. Let's real quickly around the horn. Andy, kick us off. Who reps the AL in the World Series?
The Seattle Mariners. I think that rotation is going to be lights out in the playoffs. If they make the playoffs and they're healthy, that better be careful with that rotation.
If you're right, you'll never pay for a drink.
God,
Starbucks
I wish
again.
I had $10,000 to bet against this. Like I would make so much money.
Okay, Andy thinks the Mariners. Matt, where are you? Who's doing it for them?
I'm going to go with my heart. I'm going to say the O's. They break through and they do it.
Yep, I'm going to say Bobby's taking them there, baby. Bobby
on the Royals?
Go on the Royals. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. Nobody listen to me.
I'm going to clip this. I can't wait to play this to you guys in October.
I mean,
I'll be wrong too, but
there's no way it's going to happen. But you know what? Half the time, some random team comes in.
You're right.
It's hot and does it. So why not Bobby, baby? Why not?
I agree. Okay. Bobby could be good.
I mean, he's no 100 win at Mariners team. But, he's...
Maybe. You just look out, that rotation.
All right, guys, we did it. We predicted it, the over-unders. We predicted division winners and the World Series rep for the AL. Matt?
Thanks for tuning in to the Redbird Rundown, your go-to spot for all things St. Louis Cardinals. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us on all of our social media platforms. And subscribe for the latest news and more. Until next time, keep your rally caps on. And, of course, let's go Cards!
Let's go!